If you feel like the Instagram algorithm hates you and no matter what you do, it's just impossible to grow right now. Meanwhile, you see your competitors making content that is worse than yours and they keep getting more views and more followers, when you're in the right place. Because by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how the Instagram algorithm works for 2024. You're gonna know exactly what hashtags to be using, what kind of content to be creating, how long your content should be, and one other secret I'm gonna share with you towards the end of this video that has recently just changed with the Instagram algorithm, and it's going to be the difference between you getting the views you want, getting the followers you want, or you completely flopping. In fact, this creator just implemented these tips and get over 700,000 followers. And this creator did the same thing, except they get over 600,000 followers, and the same exact thing can happen to you if you simply implement these tips and don't skip any of them. For starters, we need to change how frequently you're actually posting on Instagram, because if I was a betting man, and I am a betting man, I would bet that you're probably either not posting enough on Instagram or you're posting way too much, because most accounts, just like yours that I see, fall into one of those two categories. So in the beginning, you need to make sure that you're posting at least 1 to 2 times a day on Instagram. I would not up that to 3 times a day until you make sure that the content that you're putting out is actually good content, because here's the deal. Yes, quality matters on Instagram. Yes, quantity matters on Instagram. Is it true that the more you post on Instagram, the quicker you're going to go? Yes, but I also want to make sure that you have time to not only put out more content, but to actually improve on that content. Because if you're getting out 3 posts a day and all of them are crap, it's going to be the reason that you're failing to grow, and you actually would have gotten more out of just posting 1 time a day and putting in all that effort into 1 post, doing the research to see what you should actually post about, doing the research to see what hashtags you should use, or even how long the video should be, as opposed to just getting out 3 different posts in that day. Now, I will warn you, this will drastically change depending on your niche. So before I can share with you exactly what to do with your niche, you need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go quick on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free Instagram growth course. You could get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to tell you things like the best time to post on Instagram right now and what new features you need to make sure that you're using. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment and get into it right now. It's literally 100% free. So when it comes to specific niches that should actually change the frequency of posting to be different than what I just recommended, the first one are going to be news-based sites. If you're a news-based site, you can post all the time. You just need to make sure that it's actually relevant and things that people are interested in. Am I telling you to post every 20 minutes? No, but you could get up to 5 to 6 posts a day if there's some type of breaking news, and you can create multiple posts about it and be one of the first person to be able to do that. The second type of content that can be less than 1 time a day is going to be art-related content or music related content. I completely understand that it might take you more time to create content, but in that case, I would try to drop down to at least 3 to 4 times a week, because at that point, you're either not putting out enough content at all if you post less than that, or if you post more than that, you could be posting too much content. But remember, this is going to completely depend on what type of content you're actually putting out. If you're doing content that's street content, where you go out and sing in the street, or you're singing in the shower, or you're doing a cover song, then yes, you actually could get a post out every single day. But if you're putting out original music, it's going to be harder to do that. But just posting enough isn't the only thing you need to make sure that you're doing. There are also 4 new hashtag strategies that you need to make sure that you're using. And here's the deal with these hashtag strategies. I want to make sure that you're implementing one of these strategies for each post that you do for the next 7 days. So essentially what you want to do, strategy number 1, you'll do in post number 1 for this week. Strategy number 2, post number 2. You'll go all the way to 4. Then once you get to 4, I want you to reset it again. So on your 5th post, use the first strategy again, because then by the end of the week, you will have used all of the strategies multiple times, and you'll be able to actually go through and see which one of these strategies works best for your specific niche and for your specific account, because it is going to be different for everybody. You can't just copy what your competitors are doing when it comes to hashtags, because it's different for everybody. And at the end of the day, all Instagram uses hashtags for is a proxy to determine whether or not people are going to be interested in your content. So essentially, if you choose the right hashtags, Instagram shows your content to the right audience, and boom, you're going to get the right watch time metrics. Enough people are going to comment, like, and share, and that is going to lead to your content getting pushed out. But if you use the wrong hashtags, it's going to make that not happen. So here are the 4 best strategies to use. The first one is going to be 4 to 5 hashtags. The second is going to be 9 to 10 hashtags. Now, when you use 9 to 10 hashtags, or quite frankly, anything more than 4 to 5 hashtags, 25% of them should be broad, 75% of them should be post specific or niche specific. The third strategy is going to be 12 to 15 hashtags, and then finally 7 to 8 hashtags. Now, the 2 best of all those are probably going to be those 4 to 5 hashtags and 9 to 10. Now when it comes to niche specific hashtags, these are going to be the hashtags that show up when you look up what you're about to post for and you go under tags. These are going to be the largest hashtags possible that you want to choose. When it comes to broad hashtags, it's just going to be broad things. Things like hashtag viral, hashtag trending, hashtag explore, hashtag explore feed. It's going to be those very basic things that can actually have to do with anything. Now what you don't want to do is use a relevant hashtag. So if you're doing a post about the NFL or about how Michigan just beat Alabama, you do not want to use hashtag affiliate marketing on that or hashtag cover song on that, because that has absolutely nothing to do with those things. So your content will get shown to the wrong audience, and then as a result, you're not going to get the engagement metrics that Instagram wants, and Instagram is going to shut your post down just like they have been doing. Now you can post the right time every day. You can even use the right hashtags, but if you mess up these next two things I'm going to share with you, which revolve around what you're actually getting Instagram to do and what you're posting about, it's going to destroy the amount of reach that you're getting. So I need to make sure that you're doing these next two things correctly. So here's how you could find exactly what you should be posting on Instagram. You need to look in one of two places. Either one, you could do a search for something on Instagram, click into one of the reels that show up, and it's going to completely change your reels feed to be only based around your specific niche. You can scroll through here, find videos that have done well for other people, and then recreate those videos. The second thing that you could do is do a search for small accounts within your niche and see what types of videos are getting them more views than they have followers. This is going to be a really good sign that if you did that post also, the same thing could happen to you. But I do want to warn you, there are 5 things that you need to make sure that you're paying attention to when you try to model your post after somebody else's. And notice I said model, not copy. But here are the things you need to pay attention to. 1, the actual pacing of the video. How quickly do they change frames? How quickly are they speaking? How quickly is the voiceover going? Because all these things are really going to matter. The second thing is going to be the topic of the piece of content. Third, the format of the piece of content. Fourth, the length. And then you also need to pay very, very close attention into what type of engagement that they're getting within that post. Did they get a lot of comments? Did they get a lot of shares? Or did they maybe get a lot of watch time? And I know what you're thinking right now. Rob, do I really need to pay attention to all those things? And yes, you do, because skipping just one of those things is going to be the reason that you fail to get the views that you want, because you can't just copy 40% of something or 80% of something and expect to get the same result. I mean, think about it. If you were going to go and bake a cake right now, but you only followed 40% of the recipe and your cake came out like crap, well, why do you think that happened? It's because you didn't follow the entire recipe. You might have actually skipped the most important part, like adding flour into your cake. And I can guarantee you, if you didn't add flour to the cake, it would suck. Or you might be making a few massive mistakes that I see so many creators making. The first one is using banned hashtags. If you want to find out whether or not the hashtags you're using are banned, you need to go to this link right here, because it's going to tell you whether or not they're banned. The second thing is putting your hashtags in the pinned comment. Never do that. Hashtags should only come in the description of your post. And you also need to make sure that you're not getting people to like your post or save your post, and you should only have one call to action in your post. If you're telling people to comment, save, like, share, they're going to do none of those things. You should have a single call to action in every single post that you have, and you need to make sure that every single piece of content you create is actually modeled after something that has been successful for somebody else on Instagram or on TikTok or YouTube. Because if you're not modeling your content after what already works, it's why your content's not successful. And since you're so serious about growing on Instagram in 2024, I want to personally help you. In fact, I want to look at your account and tell you exactly what I would do differently to guarantee that you get more followers on Instagram in 2024, because I know that you know how big of an opportunity this is and how much different your life would look if you had more followers on Instagram. So I personally want to help you. If that sounds interesting, well, please keep watching this video, because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are 2 things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm going to be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm going to send you new post ideas, and I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is going to help you get followers more easily and quicker, so that you don't don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally gonna grow on Instagram or get your money back with 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.